Welcome back. This is Real Sports Talk. I'm your host, Run It Up, Rue. And today we got the Boston Celtics taking a huge L to the Los Angeles Lakers, losing 117 to 96. I got a couple of questions. First of all, what's the mindset of this team right now? What went wrong and what can go right going forward? We're going to talk about all that and more right after this. Let's go. Yo, where did Jason Tatum go? I have no idea. Last night, his usage rate was lower than Kristaps Porzingis and Jaylen Brown. But I get that. Porzingis didn't play in the previous night against the LA Clippers, so they were trying to utilize him, especially in the paint against AD and LeBron. But for Jason Tatum's usage rate to be the same as Peyton Pritchard, who, if I believe, had 2 points, maybe I could be wrong. That's just absurd. I want to talk about the mindset of this team real quick. Understanding winning a championship is difficult on any level in any sport. It's difficult. And for the Boston Celtics, although some say their way to the championship once they reached the postseason wasn't as hard as some before them, it's still difficult to beat whoever in a 7-game series, especially once you get deep in the playoffs. So their mental at that point had to be through the roof. But to begin this season, my personal opinion, I've just felt that not that they're taking a backseat and trying to coast through the season. I felt like they came out hot. They were deadly, going back and forth with Cleveland for the number one spot. Getting close to Cleveland for that number one spot. Cleveland's pretty much held it for the whole season. Shouts out to them. But in this last 12 games, we're 7 of 12, which is over 500. But it's just not giving the same we're used to. The ball's not moving. Defense, we're not consistent. We're not aware. Last night we went zone. Brown follows his man, leaves a cutting man wide open. It's just about where our mindset is when it's time to play ball. Now, I understand, some of these guys, really don't get a break throughout the season, heavy minutes and stuff like that. But we've been losing games to teams that we should not be losing games to. And I believe it's not off being tired. It's really off of effort and your choice to be defensively aware, to understand your assignments on a game in, game out basis. Now I do believe that they can pull themselves together and get things going. It only takes a couple games to build momentum. We have some sharpshooters on this team, but what the Lakers showed last night, we don't have enough big men. And the way we utilize our big men, is Cleveland, the Lakers, if they have more weapons around AD and LeBron right now, the Lakers would be on a totally different note. AD this season has proven to stay healthy for the most part. He has given LeBron an actual running mate, and those two have taken over the Lakers right now. They're battling right now when seeding in the Western Conference. So we shouldn't have went into this game thinking that we can coast at all. They were going to give max effort, and you have to understand, being the Boston Celtics, where everybody's, they're pegging where they are in the season when they play us. We have the targets on our back. Yes, we understand that other teams are great, but this isn't a Western Conference. This is not the Western Conference, okay? And listen, y'all may say I'm tripping. We're second seed in the East. I understand all that. I understand all that, but I'm looking big picture. And too many times I feel like we think we can turn it on and turn it off. Defense carries. So if you're choosing to be, defensively aware and sound in all sets, doesn't matter who come off the bench. Last year, man, it didn't matter who was on that court, okay? They was giving max effort on defense. They knew where they wanted to be. So you can't tell me that these guys don't know where they're supposed to be. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Nor would they even give that excuse, okay? So it's purely effort, right? And I understand it's a roller coaster. It's a season. It's a long season. But I'm just talking about the on and off switch. I needed to stay on. Okay, we're going for a back-to-back championship. The road will never be easy. Like I said, we had targets on our back last season, the season before. These guys are used to this. The core of this team is still intact. I need them to band together, okay? Understand who they are and wake the fuck up. Because once they do, I believe Cleveland may finish the season. They may drop a couple of games. We're only down 6. Now. They may finish the season with 1, because for them, having a 1 overall seed, I think, is more important for the Cleveland Cavaliers than the Boston Celtics. Now, some may say I'm tripping on that because the Cleveland Cavaliers are extremely well built. 1 through 5. And their bench is as dangerous as Boston's bench was last season. The bench last night only averaged 30. They only scored 35 points total. The bench has been a non-contributing factor pretty much all season. Now, the trade deadline is coming up. Boston can shake things up. All right, by adding a couple of key pieces to the bench. It doesn't have to be an earth-shattering move. This roster for 1 through 5 is pretty much set. I don't think that's what we need. I think we need some more scoring off the bench. Who we have in place to score, Hauser, for example, is not getting the job done. We can replace him. We can ship him out, package him with a couple of picks or something like that, and bring a guy in, mid-tier level guy or something like that. There's Cam Johnson on the market now, although I think he might be priced out of our range because there's a few other suitors for Cam Johnson right now. There's other guys that Boston can go out there and get that can help kind of shore up this bench here. Last night, Holiday and White combined for 6 points. I think guys are getting tired. Understandable. I do think Missoula could use a few more players off the bench in rotation. I think Qatar deserves some more time. I think it's just got to get the bench off the bench and get them into these games. I think if we can get back to a defensive mindset, that would free up the bench because defense turns into points, in my opinion. Especially last year is a case in point. We were pushing the ball at such a crazy rate because of our defense. We played together. We were a fist, not this. So I need Boston to wake up, and once they do, once they do, it's over. The league know what's up. The league does not want to see Boston back to back. I think they don't want to see us back to back. And for my opinion, Jason, I need that killer instinct. I was expecting to see Jason this season lethal. Any way he needed to get the job done, he was going to get the job done. For him to have the same amount of usage as Peyton Pritchard last night is unexcusable. I don't care who's that on. I don't care if that's on the coach. I don't care if he had a flu game last night. Listen, as much as you bring up Kobe, I need you to start putting some actual Kobe in your game, or leave the man name alone. Shouts out to him, and with all due respect from above, man, rest in peace. We miss you out here. But, bro, either put it in your game or leave him alone. That's all I'm saying. And with all due respect to you, my favorite player on the team. But I know that you have a switch in your mind where not too many people in the league could fuck with you, dog. Not too many people could really fuck with you. Okay? I know you love that three, but, when you decide to hit that rim, when you really want to cut, man, when you really want to play defense, you are the leader of this team. Jaylen Brown also, they are going to move as y'all move. When y'all make y'all mind up, this is how we playing. This is how serious this is. When y'all get into that sideline and people faces, letting them understand that how serious this moment is right now. We're not losing this game, whether the team is 500 or below. Let them know the champs is here. That's all I got to say about this. Boston Celtics, they're going to be all right. In my opinion, they're going to do what it takes. They're going to figure it out. They're going to do a couple of things before the trade deadline, in my opinion. They got the Dallas Mavericks coming up tomorrow night. We should kick that ass. Now, Dallas in no way, shape, or form is about to bend over. No way. Don't think that. Get that out your head right now. Boston needs to wake up because Dallas is in the Western Conference, and every goddamn day it's a dogfight. You don't get to coast in the Western Conference. All right? So Boston could lose another game if they don't wake the fuck up, in my humble opinion. Shouts out to them because I know them guys can lock the hell in. We are the champs for a reason. We got Dallas, Rockets, Bulls, Pelicans. We can get on a run. 76ers, then the Cavs. We can get on a run. If they wake up, if they start defensively being aware of their assignments, we can be on a run by the time we see Cleveland coming up. Okay? They're 6 games above us right now. We'll have 5 in the books by the time we see him. We'll have 5 in the books by the time we see him. Guess what? We could be tied when we whoop that ass when we at Cleveland. But that's up to them. It's your boy, Run It Up Rue, back with another one. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure